shoot people.
No, which? He's on the ground, so you could shoot over him.
Yeah, I guess I witch bolt the guy at the top right.
Okay, so... So, that is super accurate. There's no way he can resist that. So you do lightning damage. So... Okay, this is going to be weird. You're going to see what's going to happen in a second. So you throw out lightning, it hits him, and he gets electrocuted, and the others are apparently, like, they're in mid-stride, and then they hear it, and they look at it. And then some of them start to turn tail. Like, you know, this is a wizard, we need to run. So it's like, hold on, let me check there. So it's pretty much, you know, this use of magic, which is, they're used to brute strength now. It's like, oh no, we're not fighting something that just uses brute strength.
And I'm whistling as well.
So let's use intelligence. Let's see if they can actually. Nope. Not gonna help. Your mic is hot again. There we go. So you're whistling a tune, and like their intelligence says, you know, this is something we can't handle. So like pretty much all of them just turn tail and start running the other way. It's like
electrocuted?
Hmm? Except for the electrocuted one who's still there. So the other four, they see that one of their comrades is being electrocuted, and they just turn tail and run.
It's a wizard!
And it's like, and Blast Girl is like, she's looking at the one that's left, and she's looking at Say, and it's like, I guess they're afraid of magic.
Apparently
so. Around here.
No.
So they just keep on doing
you're
that.
You're continuing to electrocute the guy who's now taken up to 7 damage. So what, are we just gonna beat him to death?
Someone gonna help Kep?
Yeah, so
Mark, yeah, I will.
Yeah, Marky, you gotta use lay on hands. So
Done.
you use 1 HP. Is it enough to? He's back, but he's still unconscious because he pretty much got knocked sideways.
At least he's not gonna die.
He's stable, but he's not conscious.
At least he's not gonna die, unlike our friend here.
Okay, so do you release your lightning control on him, or do you just keep casting it?
It just keeps on going every time.
Okay, so I wouldn't touch that if I were you, because it might spread to you.
Yeah, I realized. Yeah, I realized that.
Say, are you like walking towards him as you're throwing out your lightning?
I stay out of range of his, you know, ability
and isn't
to
your
hit
lightning
me.
like, don't you have only a certain amount of those?
I can only do it once per day, but it can continue for, I think, quite a while.
Let's go with assumption. So if you hold, so you're trying to kill it?
Pretty much.
Okay, so you're gonna just keep lightning him until he dies. So you're keeping hold on him, he's getting electrocuted, you're seeing like his flesh is starting to boil and that he's starting to convulse on the ground. And then suddenly he just, Marky and Say, you get to roll dexterity. We're gonna see it, because he's about to explode into a fountain of blood.
Okay.
So roll your dex.
Say?
Yeah, because you're close enough-ish. It's gonna be a 10-foot blast radius, so...
Aha!
Let's see what the challenge rating is. Let's see who succeeds. Challenge rating is... Oh, you'll be fine. So, you guys kind of take cover from the... What about is Blast Girl kind of drags him away, so the body just explodes into a shower of viscera and stuff.
I've never done that before.
That's like... you have a way with spells, I see.
Well, a bit. I need quite a long rest before I'll be able to do that.
There is enough, like, meat and stuff left. Is there anything recoverable from the body? No. So the rest was cooked off. Like, so you see a bit of bone, and you see a bunch of meat there, but there's not much else that says it was a troll.
XP? XP!
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so you killed 1 ogre, roll a d2. Is this an even split or is this going to be individual split? How much did you learn from that? This is going to be a group split, which means each of you gets 450.
Shit.
Yeah, because you learned some shit.
Hey,
from
I
that.
leveled up now.
Yep. So you learned some
I
shit
leveled
from
up
that.
now. Yay.
Let's see.
You learned that trolls are not
my
immune to electrocution.
We're at 725.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Which
you.
is enough. You'll have to do a long rest in order to level up, so you can't use it yet.
Okay. Okay.
So just add it to your experience.
Nah.
They say we're almost level 3.
And the funny thing is, from the side, roll perceptions. Let's see what you're made of.
What we're made of?
Yeah. So
We're
this is
made
a.
of.
Let me check my. Oh, anybody who rolls above 5 can see this shit. So
There we go.
you guys are fine. So you hear a slow clapping from the side, and you see someone start descending from the top of the mountain. And she's walking rather elegantly, like like there's no but let's see, do you pick up? But you see that where she's stepping, the ground is basically turning molten and it's heating up.
Not seeing that, like
So,
I
and
just
you
kind
see,
of.
you see
pour
motes of
some
flame
water.
flying around her as she's walking towards you.
Hello there, I'm Fade Limit Seidel.
It's like
I like stuff, then just like look at how fiery she is and then take it back.
yeah. So, and she's still walking towards you guys, like.
I just kind of pour some water on top of Cap so he wakes up.
Yeah, so like she's walking right to. What do you do?
I pour some water in his face so he wakes up.
Yeah, and Keb is like spluttering.
Just
What
a
happened?
little,
Is it
not much.
over?
Yeah, but it is.
We found the mage.
Is that?
So Blast Girl's
that's
looking him over.
she
It's like,
found
don't
us.
move. I think some of your ribs are broken. Try not to move.
Yeah, you did kind of go crunch.
So,
So much
so
for
like
Master
she's clapping and
Swordsman.
she's close, and some of the fires are like dancing towards you, but you see that they're not giving off heat, just light.
I try and put my hand through one of the fires.
Okay, D100. Let's see. Can you actually put your hand through one of the fires? So you touch one of the fires, and your hand gets wreathed in fire, but it doesn't hurt. And it just kind of dances around. And it's almost playful. It's like it's on top of you. You touch it with your hand, and then it's like swirling around your hand, and it's almost like it's alive.
Cool.
So, like, I see it likes you. That's good. That's good. So, what brings you adventurers all the way out here? It's not exactly the safest place.
Yeah, they came here to recruit you for something.
It's like they. So like she's leaning over and she's looking. It's like I don't think I know.
I
them.
just tagged along.
They might not, but they know you, from what I've
It's like,
seen.
well, I don't know. I've never met them before. And
We'll
so,
introduce ourselves.
she can't really leave Kep's side because he's got broken ribs right now. So
I just walk over. Could you possibly move over there because we have one with broken ribs?
and it's like, very well. And so what's strange is that Say didn't move yet, and she just walks like she's walking through you, but it's like she turns to flame and she walks behind you. So that's like, I don't think I've met these two before.
Yeah, but there's a rebellion or something coming up, and they want.
It's like, I guess that's becoming common scuttlebutt. I guess it's spreading like wildfire among the outskirts. Even in the cities, are saying something about it.
Well,
How'd you know
they
this?
know.
Oh, I have my ways. You don't need to know those ways, though.
I would love to know those ways.
It's like, well,
I said
too bad. It's my secrets.
Aww.
It's
Sorcerer of
maybe when I
unlimited
actually know who
power.
you are, I might. In the future. We just met. That's like saying I want to bed with you to someone you just met.
At that point, I'm
Happens
just
more
like,
often than you think.
It's
at that
like,
point,
well,
I'm just
I try
like
to
kind
avoid.
of bowing.
So what is Thorn doing?
I kind of just like bow, say
Okay.
my name is Stermon.
like, oh, you don't
and I
need to
give my
bow.
hat.
I'm not that powerful.
Well,
Idlemid Sidel, you can call me Say.
And it's like, okay, Say, why did you ask me for my secret so easily? I just met you.
Because, well, why not?
And so, like, Blast Girl's like, I hate to interrupt, but, you know, he's kind of dying. Can somebody help him? I don't have the materials.
materials.
Paladin face.
So you're gonna use
Alright.
lay of hands. You're gonna use lay of
Yeah,
hands,
again.
and you're gonna use how many times? It's cantrip. Never mind. So lay of hands to
You can do
restore
it up
one
to
hit.
Yeah.
5 times.
Yeah.
5 times, because it takes away from my thing.
Okay, so
For every
D100
level,
is
like-
that enough to actually like? So you're gonna exert more force into him. Can you use it? That's enough to get him back on his feet. And so definitely painful, and you definitely hear that the ribs and stuff are being realigned. And he's not quiet either. He's screaming out. It's like ah, ah, and he's like yelling into the like Blast Girl's kind of just chuckling to herself. It's like, you know, I've never heard him scream like that. It was actually kind of entertaining if he wasn't dying.
Well,
So like
understand.
it's like your new arrival's looking at him. It's like, oh, what are you doing to him? Are you torturing him?
I think he's trying to fix him.
Okay.
The lights.
And so she's like asking Marky. It's like, what are you doing to him? It sounds like you're torturing him.
Healing him.
Okay.
Those
It's
were
like,
rips.
oh, so long as you're healing him.
Yes. That's my job.
You still haven't answered my question though. What are you doing here? You said you were looking for someone, but who are you looking for?
You.
We
I
are
didn't say that we were
part of
looking
Who
for
am I?
someone. I said
We are part of
Yes.
the rebellion.
somehow.
Recently, we've been Yeah, we're both talking at the
Apparently.
same time. I don't know which one takes
Okay.
precedence over the other.
So say you first.
You're meant to be some powerful mage, right?
It's like, I don't know about that. I don't know what you've heard.
Well, they've heard, and I'm pointing to like
Okay.
everyone other than me.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know who half of you are, just to be honest. I don't know any of you.
Basically, rebellion's happening. All of them want you on their side instead of the side of the cities.
It's like, well, I wasn't on the city size to begin with. Why do they need my help, though? I'm just a random person.
The cities, because the cities using massive armies, and they're just a bunch of farmers.
Okay. It's like, yes, that's very true. But I mean, what's in it for me? What do I get out of this? So I joined the rebellion. Do I really? It's not exactly one of my life
Well.
goals.
Well, what do you want to get out of this?
It's like, and you see that she kind of bursts into flames, and she arrives right behind you. It's like, I don't know. What can you offer me?
Depends on what you want.
It's like, you really need to know how to ask. You really need to know how to bargain.
How much of the bargaining type?
And it's like, fine. So, like, she poofs and she goes to Thorn. It's like, alright, what do you want? What do you think you can offer me out of this?
If you really want to know, I think you should ask the person crying out in pain.
Okay. It's like, I don't think he's in a position to really make bargaining right now.
Well, that's the person in charge of this
It's
expedition,
like,
so...
oh, okay. So, like, she leans down and is Kep still... Kep he went unconscious again. And she's, like, talking to him. It's like, what do you want from me? And then she reaches out a hand and she motions to his mouth and makes his mouth move. It's like, it would be really good heart if you wanted to help the rebellion. And she's, like, making him talk. Because we're so desperate and we need a cool mage to help us out. And she takes her hand. It's like, oh, you're so flattering.
I like you a lot.
And even Blast Girl's losing her, like, she's losing her cool and she's, like, breaking out in laughter.
Well, there should be a story to tell.
And so it's like, but in all seriousness, yes, I will aid you. But I don't know if this is going to work. But again, you know, when is it? And she kind of shrugs and she starts walking. It's like, well, then again, when has anything been certain?
Never.
So And so, like, she points at Thorn. It's like like she turns around and points at Thorn. It's like exactly, never. So, what's the point in not trying? Let's just go ahead and try.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Like she's walking, but she's not walking at the level of the mountain. Like she's walking through the air a little bit, and then she looks down and she sees she's floating a bit. It's like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. And she goes back to the ground level.
Quick question: do you have a place we could stay? You know, just so he can recover.
It's like, very good question. So, and she starts, like, her left hand goes out, and you see that something is starting to be molded from the environment. Like, she just, like, you see her, okay, roll perception. Like, you see her left hand is out, and she's holding it palm up. Okay, so... Challenge type is... Oh, you all can see it anyway. She's holding it, and see her left hand is like her fingers are dancing. And she's humming a tune. It's like, this wall's connected to that wall wall's connected to this wall. Where's the door go? Oh, okay.
I do like backing vocals.
Yeah. 4 walls and a roof equal a house. And then she kind of like she points at areas where doors and windows should be. And then it's like, she goes to where the door should be, but it's a cutout, so she just kind of taps it and it falls in. It's like, this'll do for now, but it's not a lot, so. She walks in. Can you guys see inside the house?
I peek in.
Okay. So you peek in. It's not exactly what you expected. I mean, it looks a lot nicer inside than it's supposed to be. Like, for one, it does look like... instead of it looking like this was just made, it looks like this has been here for a while.
Oh, I was gonna pick him up, but okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same
No,
thing.
Blast Girl already got her. So she's laying him down in a bed that's on the side. There's apparently enough beds for everyone. It's like... And she's just kind of... she's sitting on air. Like, she's not really sitting on the ground. Or on any sort of seat. And she's doing it in kind of an inviting way that anyone who couldn't control their sexual urges would probably not be able to control themselves right now. So a very inviting type of... So she's not subtle in any sort of way. But it's like... so you risked days worth of travel to come out here to see me, and yet none of you have complimented me on anything.
You're a very good housemaker.
It's like, oh, you flatter. It's just a little trick I picked up.
I did call you cool on several occasions.
It's like, oh, but I don't like being called that.
Okay, then hot.
It's like, there, that's much better. Okay, so she's looking at Thorn, and it's like, I don't expect any sort of compliments from you. I don't think you're the complimenting type.
I am not.
And it's like, and she points at it, and it's like, and those two are on a mission, and plus he's got broken ribs, so he can't really compliment anything.
Have they fully healed?
And then you see her go into a whiff of flame, and she goes next to him, and she's doing the mouth thing again. But you're so pretty, if I could talk, I could totally compliment you. And she just ports back to where she was. And it's like, I know it's not nice to make fun of the wounded, but, you know, it's kind of hard with him. Because he has the cast of a serious person.
Indeed.
So it's like, I'm afraid I can't offer you much. I mean, there's not a lot of food around these areas. And I don't know how you guys feel about eating
We
trolls.
brought our own.
Yeah, so did you hear the last part? I don't know how comfortable you are with eating trolls.
I don't think that one's edible. It's maybe a soup?
Okay.
At that
It's like,
point,
I can
Thorn
make it
just
edible. It just you need to cook it to a certain degree in order to get rid of most of the bad things, but it's possible.
It's possible. It's just, you know, it's just everywhere.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's one of the only few creatures that lives in this area. I could hunt something else.
Thorn just pops up like, as long as it's not diseased. Or
Let's see. It's like I don't think I can make that guarantee. Sorry.
We have our own rations, I
Can't you
believe.
use some of your powers to undo diseases?
Mine?
I don't know. One of you? No, nobody.
Actually, I can. Actually,
Which power?
If I use 5 for lay on hands, if I use 5 from lay on hands, I could remove a disease from something.
But that's all 5 you already used too.
Yeah, that is true. So
Yeah,
that'd
so
have
that's
to wait.
not, say, what about your predis, whatever the hell it is?
Prestidigitation can only clean.
Prestidigitation.
Well, I'll just click the button.
So.
Oh.
So you can flavor it. Wait, you can clean an object, so that's and it's no larger than 1 cubic foot. So technically,
Good. I'm not sure it would get rid of the disease.
Say what?
I'm not sure it would get rid of the disease, though.
Very true. Okay, so none of you have anti-disease, so you don't know what her food will. Of course, you know, like she says. So, I take it you guys know who I am.
Nope.
not a clue.
Okay, so.
Nope. We were not informed.
It's like, oh, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Heartflame. At least that's what they call me. Everybody calls me that. It's like, I don't even know if that's my actual name. To be honest.
When did you get this
I
name?
see.
I don't know. Some random travelers. And then it just kind of carried. It's like, I may or may not have saved one of them. I guess I must have left an impression.
How long have you been in these parts?
As long as I can remember. Which is maybe a few hundred years, maybe. I don't know. You lose track of time after a while.
What species are you?
That's like, hey, we just met. What is it about asking certain things?
I'm a half-elf.
It's like, that doesn't make it any better, me knowing what you are, because, it's, like, again, it's, why do I get the feeling you want to sleep with me?
I want to sleep with pretty much anyone other than, you know, drunken old
At least
dwarves.
you're honest.
Yeah,
It's like, wait, drunken dwarves. What does that sound familiar?
old.
So, it's like, and she's pondering. It's like, no, I don't remember. So, it's like, so anyway, so you guys don't want to eat troll because I guess you guys are not immune to disease.
Nope.
I can flavor our rations.
Okay, so it's like, oh, rations. It's been a while since I've eaten one of those.
I have some there, if
Right.
you would like some.
No, I've got extra.
Okay, so you're gonna distribute your rations. So, how many days you've traveled really fast and you've been eating on the go? So you remember you traveled at least
3
3
days.
days worth of travel. Plus, you're gonna spend a day here. So 4 days.
That's 4.
So you need to take 4 rations away from each other. So all the while, Kep is not getting any better because I guess that took a lot out of him. His health only goes up by 40%, which is only 8 HP. So he's only at 9. He took a real bad hit from that last fight. Blast
could
Girl
expend the rest
is
of my-
better. She healed a lot because she's going to be needed. So this
Could
is
I-
Take a
all-
long rest.
Yeah.
I think if
Could
we
I
take a long
expend
rest,
my-
all health is...
Thing.
Yeah, the long rest also equals that your cantrips and spells come back.
We're level
So we should probably
level
take a
up.
long
We
rest.
Then you level up. So, wait, what is say? Hold up, what Deadly? What are you saying?
But I said we should probably take a long rest.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're taking a long rest. That's why we're distributing 1 or more ration. That's why we're distributing 4. So the 3 days of travel plus this long rest.
And I'll take off
Your
another one.
cantrips come
for-
back and you get your level up. Worry about the level up later, though. We'll apply all that stuff when we're... Actually, we don't have the time, so we're going to worry about the level up now. For next adventure, when we
You
get
only
back,
got like an hour.
the day's
yeah.
travel back.
That's
Okay,
tomorrow,
so-
I think.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So try to
That'll
be
be
on
level
time
up.
next time, because this is the epic adventure. I don't want to spoil it. And just
Alright.
so Heartflame was the one on watch. You get the Did any of you roll perception? Did any of you pick up anything while you were watching? Or were you awake enough or not exhausted enough to? Let's see. This is a hard challenge. So this is a D20 challenge. Oops, wrong one. That's a D4 challenge. My bad. So 2. So you guys get the impression she's not human. That she's something else. Because for one, she let something slip, and you see that when she was sitting on the windowsill, she had a tail. So something with a tail, and the tail looked kind of familiar. But none of you know what the tail references for us. So she had a tail, and there were strange
At some
horns
point
coming out of her head.
At some point during the night, I walk up behind her and speak some Abyssal and see if she understands.
And it's like, Abyssal. I haven't heard that in a long time. It's not that I'm not fluent in it though. Sorry. It's like
Just
you
testing
hear a lot of
something.
things when you get as old as I do. Okay, what's that?
I assume you would.
So, and you when you do that conversation, the tail it goes away and it starts disappearing again. And it's like, so I take it you saw then.
May have, may not.
Okay, so, and she just sighs, and she turns around, and she starts to remove her mask, and you see what's underneath the mask she is dragonkin. Her face is that of, let's see, she's dragonborn, but I have to do a specific dragonborn. So dragonborns only live for so long, so she's like 70 years old, which means she's near the end of her lifetime. So what type of... choose one of the type of dragon form from the Draconic Ancestry table, so... So what can I have? Obviously she's a red dragon, because she's from fire type, so... So she's a red dragon, she's, she doesn't have, her face is not as beautiful as it should be, because she has a couple scars on her face. One of her eyes looks like it has a slit through it, because it's got cut from that part of the face. It's like, you could say that my kind was hunted until there was no more of my kind. Well, they were wrong. Some of us did survive.
As I can see.
Yeah. It's like, I've had to have my fair share of incursions over here. Some of the townspeople coming for their, and she does air quotes, their glory, or whatever you want to call it. So, she's no longer happy. It's like, it wasn't glory. It's just downright genocide. Killing off a race of people that didn't even have anything to do with whatever they were about.
Yeah, that sounds like genocide.
It's like, damn right it was genocide. And it's like, you could see that she's starting to get a flaming aura, and where she's sitting on the windowsill starting to melt, and it's like, and if I have the chance to strike back at those who killed so many of my people...
I just walk up and sort of touch her face, just as if I don't
D100,
understand.
are you burned by the fire that's now starting to collect on her? So no. As you do that, the fire recedes. And it's like, sorry. I get a little passionate about that. So Marky's awake. Marky, what are you doing?
Marky's he's got some candles out.
Okay, so
And
he's got
essentially
candles
he's-
out. Thorin, what do you do? Are you asleep or are you just like lying down or on the wall or what are you doing?
I'm probably lying against the wall.
So he's lying against the wall. He's awake and he's trying to pretend to be asleep, but he's awake enough to know what's going on. So you both, let's see, from your angles, you can't get a good look at what Say sees. So it's blocking. Say is the one who has a direct line of her face. Say is kind of blocking your line of sight. So
Marky's just he's just praying essentially.
So
like,
you can hear
quietly.
what's going on, but you're not like fully paying attention.
No, he's busy
So,
praying.
like, it's like, sorry, I get passionate about my kind. There's not a lot of us left. I don't think there's any besides me that are left, but you never know.
Why would someone want to kill such a beautiful creature?
It's like, why else glory? Just the right to say that they killed someone of dragonkin. Apparently, that's a status symbol. That's more of a status symbol the less of them there are. It's like, but she holds up her arm. And it's now a claw. And it's like, but I'm sick of running. I'm sick of hiding. I'm sick of just this. Living in the mountain alone. Just, the time has come for me to go back to civilization. I'm going to make sure that the city pays for what they've done.
And you'll give them what they deserve.
Let's see. And it's like, she closes her hand and it's like, and that's just it. It's like, would that make me any better, though? Would that bring them back? No. That's what's been holding me back.
Well, you've got completely different motives. It makes you a lot better.
And it's like, how? So I take my revenge.
You're destroying something that could harm even more people. You're saving
It's like,
lives.
what people? My people are almost gone. It's
But you'd be saving
and she's
so many different
this is where it gets a little awkward. Like she's removing part of her chest plate. Like apparently she's not just carrying that. She's getting naked in front of you.
She's not carrying it.
She's showing a marking on her chest. It's like they cut out some of my energy now.
I touched
It's
them
like
all.
they couldn't kill me, but they could humiliate me. They cut out. I can't have children. They cut out my internal organs.
I touch the marking if she lets me.
Okay, so yeah, just she's not going to stop you. She's still talking. So, and she's kind of tearing up. It's like, you know what that's like? You're just lying there, and they're just taking a knife and cutting out what makes you a woman.
Hmm.
They expected me to die there, but I guess they didn't know dragon physiology that well.
I can't imagine the pain you've been through.
It's like, no, I don't think anyone can. Nor would I want anyone else to go through the same. And she's like putting her armor back on.
Well,
So it's like, sunup's gonna be soon. We better get
well,
moving.
you already are.
And like her mask goes back on her face, and she's like going over to everyone. Like she's going over Marky. Marky, you're like praying.
Yeah.
And
Right.
she goes over to you, and it's like you better make that quick. We better get moving. We have to move before. It's like we have to move before while there's still night. The trolls are gonna have a harder time finding us at night.
He makes
They
a last
seem very-
chance and then concludes the prayer. He starts gathering up his stuff.
And he goes over to Thorn, and she's got like a wide grin. And it's like, did you get a good look while you were trying to pretend to be asleep? Okay, so
I kind of just go sit up.
it's like, I'll take that as a no. So, and she's going over to Blast Girl, and she puts a hand on her shoulder. It's like, it's gonna be okay. He's going to make it. And she looks at him, and it's like, but You know, his insides are really messed up. I don't even know if he can fight again. You wouldn't have wanted it to end this way. Just, you know, he got to such a high degree of blade mastery, and then it all ends in one moment.
Look at him, he's a fucking ninja. He'll be alright and he'll be able to fight again.
It's like he just got his innards crushed. I don't know if anybody can really survive that.
Well, he already has.
Okay, so it's like, yeah, I guess you're right. And so you see, like, Heartflame is taking, like, she's putting her hands out, and you see that the shelter's starting to deteriorate. Like, the dirt and the mud and stuff is going back into the rock, and it looks like you weren't even in a shelter. Like, you're back on the world, or you're back in the hostile mountain, and it doesn't look like you were ever there. So, you guys are going to need light, because now that it's darkness out, there's no light around here besides the volcano. So there's a little bit of light.
I can see.
Yeah, you have dark vision.
I can see perfectly fine.
The only one who needs it is Marky. So Heartflame's being kind of flirtatious, and she taps him on the shoulder, and it's like, you better stay close to me. It's not like your eyes can see in the dark.
Ooh. Alright.
Okay, are you doing that as the voice acting of what he sounds like? He just sounds like a gravelly...
No.
That's your voice?
Kind of. Yeah, that's kind of it, really. I messed it up there, but that's what it's to be.
Okay, so it's the gravelly voice of just, Geez, it doesn't sound like a young man at all.
No.
Say
Okay,
is mumbling to herself.
Blast Girl's gonna be encumbered because Kep can't walk on his own. She has to carry him.
I shall help.
Okay, so you're just gonna put between your shoulders. You're just going to have him in between. So
I only need one hand.
you guys can walk it normal. You can't walk it fast march. You have to walk normally back to them. So he can't fast march.
Mm-hmm.
Normal
What if we
walk.
carry him?
Okay, so what if you carry him? You can try, but
I can carry him.
who has the?
probably
Let's see.
could as
What type
well.
of challenge are we looking at? He's very heavy, so you need to roll above a 20 with your strength roll in order for you to do it.
Dang it.
Thorn got close. Almost.
Ah.
So he's rather heavy for one guy.
Wow, he must
So
be
this is
hiding a
also
lot
if
of
you
fat.
to not be encumbered. So you can carry him one person, but you'll be encumbered. You still won't be able to do fast march.
What if multiple people are carrying him?
Let's see. Nope. And
What if
so
multiple, yeah.
If multiple people are carrying him, let's actually roll on that. So that's a no. So with multiple people, it'll be the same thing. You'll have to do normal march. You can't do fast march.
Can we make it like a stretcher and just
It's still
carry him
normal
that
march
way?
because you still have to try and be cautious with the stretcher.
Okay.
So you can't fast march with that. It's unless you want him to his body's like falling all over the place, and you have to like drag him along.
Nah.
Okay, so now that you have to do normal march, which means your distance of travel has been reduced to 24 instead of 30. So you can
As we're
travel
walking,
1.5 zones before you run out of distance.
mm-hmm.
So let's
go then.
rolling. So
As we're walking, Say is just mumbling. I'm not even part of this movement. Why do I have to be the emotional support for everyone?
Nothing great.
okay, so it's like he took a blow for you, so be thankful.
I said emotional.
Okay, so
Are we on the world map or where are we?
hold on.
We are still on
Oh
the
yeah, I gotta move to
mountain.
the world map. It's alright.
It's okay.
Okay, so
No encounter,
you
no
move
encounter.
1.5. So no encounter. Then you move another 1.5, which gets you to like there. Oh, it's a 1, 2, 3 zone. So you need to roll 2 more of those. Who else wants to do encounter?
I'll do it.
So you hit encounter. You hit 24, which is the distance, and normal speed is what you're going at.
Okay, movement type,
Yeah, that's
Normal?
normal. So you're moving normal pace, not fast pace or slow pace. Still nothing.
Alright.
Nothing wants to hurt
I'll do the
us.
next.
I'll do the next.
Because
Except for
we're trying to be.
We're
It's probably because who's traveling with us, which is Heartflame's not traveling with us, and she's known in this land. So.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
so random encounter once we reach town. So once we reach town, shit's gonna get weird. Why does that always happen to us? It's like it's all what's fun until it gets weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me move us back to Kempner Forest. Random encounter. Roll a D5. D5. What part of the forest do we enter from? The 5th, which is the top right-ish.
Delete all clones of yourself.
Yeah,
Delete all
delete
clones
clones
of
of
yourself.
yourself, and then just reassert your dominance over yourself. Okay, so that's where we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll on it. So we're not gonna make it into town without having some sort of problems.
Okay.
Do we get our extra HP now, or how does that work?
What do you mean extra HP?
Yeah, because of the level up.
As we leveled up.
Well, we're back in
Yeah,
town,
I
but
will-
like I said, there's something that's gonna happen to us before we even get there. So
Yeah, but we leveled up because of the long rest.
yeah, but you can't apply that yet because, like I said, worry about that later. We're still going. I thought we were gonna stop there, but we're not. So we're just gonna go for a little bit longer, then we'll worry about level up. So first, you have to deal with things that are trying to kill you.
Okay.
So what you see, like, do you see it before you actually get there? So that's roll perception. How well are you hiding? This is a 3, so you have to roll above 15 in order to get the challenge.
Well, they got it.
So, Fight is the one who perceives it. You see... Do you understand what a harpy is? Like, Fi, do you understand what a harpy is?
That's wisdom.
Okay, so the rest don't... Yeah, that's wisdom. They're not really wisdom, that's, shit, what is that? Okay, we'll use wisdom.
Well, whatever it is, I rolled a 17, so...
Okay, so... Let's see, what type of challenge is that? Let's find out. That's how you got it. So you automatically see that it's a harpy.
I tell everyone it's a harpy.
Okay, it's like...
There's a
you
harpy.
just kind of point and just say harpy ahead.
I don't yell it or anything, I whisper.
Okay, so harpy ahead. Does it see you? It does, so it does this. So it starts to sing, and you have to roll wisdom to save yourselves.
My wisdom is crap. Please,
Okay, well,
light
you gotta roll
guide.
it. So, Heartflame is not like Heartflame is kind of shaking her head. It's like, does she really think that's going to work?
Yes!
What's the tier of
Oh, wait,
this
I
challenge
rolled
again?
wisdom-
This is,
I rolled
you have to
wisdom
roll
instead of
above
wisdom
a
save.
10.
Let me
Actually, I
fix
didn't
that.
do tier. Sorry.
Let me-
It should have a specific
Roll a
bonus
wisdom
that
saving throw.
Roll a
or
wisdom
charm.
saving throw.
There we go.
So Thorin is not charmed, Fight is not charmed, Marky's not charmed, and since we're using wait, why'd you roll 2 wisdoms? Oh, you didn't roll save. Okay, wrong one.
That one was regular.
So
the second
she's
one
starting to
was save,
sing,
yeah.
and none of you are being affected by it.
it's a DC
Not one.
11 wisdom save.
Okay, yeah, but still,
So
none of you are
have
affected
to
by
roll
it.
high.
And Kep can't move, so it's not like he can be affected by it. He's looking, he's trying to look.
Wait a minute, I want to try out something.
Okay, so
What's the range on this? 60 feet. How far away is it?
I don't know.
She's 45 from me.
Yeah.
50.
She's
Can
50
you hit
from you.
over your allies, or?
No, this is an auto hit.
Okay. So, what are you slamming on?
Dissonant whispers.
It has to do a DC 14 wisdom save, otherwise it takes full damage and it runs away.
So, what exactly are you telling it?
It's the
just
whispers of the
it's
old ones.
incomprehensible
Yeah.
whispers. Like
What
it's-
did it have to roll again? I think it rolled above that.
Yeah, okay, then it takes...
It takes half the damage. Right?
Yeah, which is 6.
That's 6, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Damage.
Well, it doesn't run away because it succeeded the wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. But it does take damage.
Okay, so... That pretty much killed its singing voice. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
it was
angry now.
flying, and then it kind of like it lands on the ground, and it's just standing there, and it's like it's got like a hand to its head.
And to its head.
So like Blast Girl's already got a dagger out in her left hand, her right hand, because her left hand still has Kep on him, or Kep on her. And it's like, all right, what do we do? Do we kill it? Do we not?
Well, it was trying to charm us, so I take that as a hostile action.
It's like, and Heartflame just kind of materializes in front of it. It's like, let me talk to her.
If you want it.
So, and she's just wandering forward, and it's like, she's got her hands
Put in
out.
a good
like,
word for me!
okay. She's got her hands out. It's like, oh, don't worry, that's the idea. So she's got hands out, and she's, like in a peaceful gesture. The harpy's kind of screeching at her, but she's not making any hostile movements. Yeah, so... And so you hear that they're talking about things. At least that's what you think is happening.
Perception.
Okay, so like she looks over, and like the harpy looks over her shoulder, and then she just said the harpy kind of nods, and then Heartflame comes back with the harpy. It's like, hey, Blast Girl, do you have any connections with Kep at all? And her response is, well, yeah, I mean, he's my commander and all that. It's like, well, I kind of promised the harpy a good time with him if she lets us pass, so what about that?
What kind of good time?
And so Blast Girl's immediately like, no, that's not happening. I'm not going to allow that to happen. And so, like, she says, like, Heartflame turns around, and the harpy looks a little bit disappointed, but she starts to float away. And it's like, oh, now you did it. You know?
Will it come back?
No. So it just disappears into the forest.
Okay.
It's like, do you have any realization of what you just done? You know, she was trying to be friendly, and she just wanted someone to love her, and then all you did was tell her no, and now she's gone. So you can put heartbreak on your resume now.
I only wanna break, yeah, break
It's
your
like, I don't
heart.
care if that thing's got heartbreak. Kep is not some bargaining chip. And it's like, all right, very well. And then she just kind of points. It's like, you know, onwards to wherever we're going. Wait, where are we going?
Down. The town.
Okay, so who's leading the way?
I will.
Okay, so Mark is going to lead them
Batman,
back to
that's
town. Hold on, let me just grab you all. So,
Anything else happen before we get back there?
no, that was it. So you'll get back to town, no incident. What's the town looking like? Damn, this map is huge.
Yeah, I think we all realize that.
Yeah, so you kind of are more cautious on the way in also. Because shit just happened. Shit got real.
I'm not cautious.
Yeah, so...
Where? The town?
Yeah, so we re-arrive at the tavern. The Blast Girl and Kep are going straight for Isha. Because, you know, he needs medical attention and he needs it immediately.
See you then.
Okay, so... And what are you guys gonna do? Like, Heartflame immediately goes into the pub. It's like, it's been a while since I drank anything that got me intoxicated. So...
Me too.
And so,
I'll go
like,
to
she's
the pub
asking
as
you,
well.
it's like, do you have any spare coin? I don't exactly keep coin on me.
Yeah, I'll buy.
Okay, so she's
Alright.
buying. Marky, are you actually going to pay for drinks this time, or are you going to not? Or he's like, business
I'll pay
first,
for
let's talk
drinks.
to Brelog.
I toss them like
It's like, and
gold
Brelog,
coin, and
like,
then
like, as soon as she see
Wow.
Heartflame, it's like, oh my god! Who is that? What is that?
It's a she.
Who is
That's for
she?
sure. This is Heartflame.
Heartflame.
That's like, and she just walks up and it's like, oh, nice to meet you too. I see my reputation precedes me. And it's like he like leaps out of his seat and he's like going as far back away as possible. But it's like, but you're not real. You're not supposed to be real.
Not supposed to.
Legends of things coming true.
It's like, and she looks at you guys and it's like, I'm not real. Just, do you guys think I'm real?
Real
As
enough.
far as I'm concerned, you're real.
Yeah, so.
You're real.
It's like, see, they think I'm real. It's like, oh, well, okay, I apologize. My name is Brelog. I am heading the revolution. And so, like, she offers a hand, and they shake hands. But you see, like, she's got the weird dancing flame thing, where that weird dancing flame is now dancing around his arm. And he's, like, freaking the hell out. It's like, get it off, get it off. It's like, oh, don't be such a baby. It's not even a hostile flame. It just it likes you and stings. And she leans to Thorn and is like, is he always like this?
I guess he is. He's not
Like, so you
really
don't
one
know.
of a fighter. Nope.
Okay. I was like, and I take it you're new to town. She's like leaning to Marky and it's like, I take it you're new to town, so you wouldn't know.
Slightly, yes.
And it's like, oh well, whatever. And then she turns around and goes to say, it's like, I take it you bought the drinks already. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check the pricing before we continue. 3 silver each.
Okay, done.
Okay, so like she drinks it and then her mood immediately shifts. And she's like, so whatever civility she once had, she's now gone. So she's like leaning over the bar stool and she's shaking a little bit and this kind of. It's like, it has been a while since I felt this loose in life.
I pat her on the shoulder and say, lightweight.
Okay, and she grabs your hand. It's like, you're kind of cute.
So are you.
Okay. And so, and she's not making it very subtle that, like, basically she's now on your shoulders holding you. I was like, what do you say we go and do some things?
I think you're a bit drunk to make good decisions.
It's like, oh, what's the problem? What, are you afraid of what you'll find underneath these clothes?
I'm afraid you'll be pissed in the morning.
It's like, oh, I've never been angry about that. You know that. Oh, well, you don't know that, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to be mad. Trust me.
I like pull out a piece of parchment, write up a small document, and then hand it to her. Sign there, and then...
Okay, she pretty much signs with it. Like, she doesn't even, like, break stride. It's like, oh, I've had this before.
That's...
It's like, what?
Weird.
People just don't trust me when I'm less serious.
Shrug. Okay, we can go when you want.
Okay, so, like, she pretty much has your hand in her hand, and she's, like, guiding you. She's not even letting you finish whatever you were doing. It's just like, this is happening and this is happening now.
I just, like, finish off my drink and then put it on the table as I'm walking past.
Well, if you're so concerned, just bring it with you.
No, it's done, it's done.
Okay, so pretty much that's gonna happen. So, Marky, Thorin, are you paying attention to what's happening?
Well, slightly, but he just wants to get down to business instead.
Okay, so you're more focused on what Brelog has to say. Thorin, what about you? Are you or are you just focused more on Brelog?
Yeah, same.
Okay, so how much
Probably
travel
did
did
hear
you do?
what happened.
That was 4 days to get there, and then 3 days back?
I think it was the other way around.
Okay. What do you mean?
3 days to get there, and then 4 days back. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 days to get there, 4 days back. So that's 7 days in total. You should have used 7 rations by now.
Yeah.
Actually,
They've been used.
Yep.
no,
Don't
we should have
forget to
used
reduce
them.
your rations.
We should have used 8, Trick.
8? Why 8?
Because we used 3 on the way there, and then 1 there,
Yeah.
and then 4 to travel back.
Oh yeah, because we had a lot of distance. Okay, so because we had to move it normal, so 8 is the total. All right, so those tools are done, like the other half, so you can go about that. But you know, Heartflame's not going to let you leave just yet.
Oh.
Okay, so it's when it's let's see, anatomy-wise, you're similar, but you know she's dragon, and her scales are very different from skin. So anatomy-wise, everything is relatively what is supposed to be there. Actually, let's roll on that and see if let's no. So in terms of performance measurement, she appreciates that you're trying, but you know it's one of those you just met. So it's
almost.
it's like maybe if you spend more time, maybe if we spend more time together, you'll get to know how to do a better job. So that's her
if you say
opinion.
so.
that's her opinion.
Yes. Other things include. So Brelog is how long were you guys gone? Like 8 days?
Yep.
It's like right. We have a problem. That's
Hmm.
Remember that
Don't
force
tell
that I
me
said
it
was
is the
going to come in
bandits.
2 weeks? Yeah, that's coming soon. Sooner than I thought.
Oh no.
Which is bad because you know we don't have enough tribute for them. It was supposed to be for another 6 days from now, but they're coming soon. They're coming in less than that, 3 days.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
So
great.
it's like, I appreciate that you brought back more allies, but I don't know if we're ready for this.
You're beginning to doubt now.
It's like, yes, I am. It's if we don't do this the right way, this will be the end of the rebellion. All the people I've
No.
allied with will end up turning coat and running because there's nothing binding them. So it's like
This will work.
I keep telling you everything hinges on this. If we don't cause the right spark, this rebellion will not light.
I see.
I'm sure.
What do you
it will.
suggest? What do you suggest then?
So, like, say, are you roll Constitution? And let's see what type of challenge, because she is a. Nope.
No matter what I
doesn't
fail.
matter what it is. It's just you can't even. You cannot keep up with her because you know she's an ancient dragon and you are just a young woman. So like Heartflame comes like Heartflame appears in the door of the room that you're in, and it's like, oh, what are you worried about? We'll get it done. And if anything, it's like she has her left hand. It's like, and if you're asking for like the right spark, you know, it is my specialty. I am a fire mage. And then she just turns around. And it's like, now where were we?
Oh, that door is broken.
What do you mean the door's
Well,
broken?
No, not door. That wall's
That wall's broken. What do you mean?
broke.
Oh, just
Window.
because of the weird
Wall.
overlap.
What?
I said, are you talking about the weird overlap? What are you talking about?
Yeah, the overlap. That's what I
Okay,
was
there, it's
talking about.
fixed.
Okay.
So she just appeared in the door to say some stuff and then turned around and went back in.
Mm-hmm. All right
It's
then.
like,
So,
and it's like, well, I trust that our new arrival is going to make herself at home here. It's like, maybe she might convince Say to stay? I hope.
maybe not.
Would be.
And it's like, I'm glad you're in agreement. Alright. What happened to Kep while you were there? He looked in a bad way.
He got
You got it.
smashed by ogres.
It's like, ah, yes, ogres. I take it they caught you
7
off
of
guard,
them.
and he just took a healthy blow to the chest.
Maybe just a little, yeah.
It's like a little. It's like his entire frontal breastplate was caved in. I
No,
think it was
I
more than a
meant-
little.
I didn't mean the hit, I meant the not knowing they were there part.
It's like yes, these the trolls are getting a little bit more bold, a little bit more intelligent. But how did you defeat them? They travel in packs.
I wouldn't say used her magic, they all turned tail.
It's like they're afraid of magic. When did this start happening?
Since Heartflame
I
appeared
don't
to them,
know.
I assume.
It's like yes, she is kind of a scary woman. And so she just, and you know, she's overhearing the conversation. It was like, I am not that scary. Just ask Say. And she's like pointing at Say. Say, roll another Constitution. So remember, this is a D. This is a. Okay, well, let's roll the challenge rating again. So, yeah, you're fine. So you can actually say something now because you have enough energy.
Not that scary at all.
Okay, so is that sarcastic? No, she's asking, it's like, is that sarcastic?
Maybe.
And it's like, well, allow me to, and she's walking in and she's closing the door. It's like, well, allow me to remind you how unhostile this is. And it's like, Brelog's asking Marky, is like, is she going to be alright? I'm talking about Say.
You'll be fine.
And it's like,
Yeah.
so we hope. Okay, so Thorin.
Our main
Like,
concern now.
so it's like, so what is your thoughts? Do you feel like you're ready for this to take on foes you've never met before?
Not just yet.
Okay, it's like, well, what else do
Have
you
I
need to
ever
prepare?
encountered soldiers?
Say what? Have you ever met? Actually, yeah, he says that, but you have to roll. What did you have to roll?
We're encountering the soldiers at the...
Yeah,
He
but
wouldn't probably.
you guys,
Or history.
the other two can jump in. I mean, like, you guys know what skill. You have the same skill sheet, so you guys know what skills you can do.
History, probably.
Yeah, maybe history.
Yeah.
Either history or yeah, let's just go with history. History is the one. So this is. Have you met? Let's well, let's see what type of challenge rating it is. Nope. So you don't. It's been a while since you've been in the cityscape, so you don't know what type of soldiers they're using now. You know the soldiers they used then. Will that aid you? Not so much, because they're not the same soldiers. You knew the soldiers then, the ones that actually were ones you want to fight alongside. Now, you don't know what they have in their army.
I see.
So,
Hmm.
so you have
Real
history with
war
them. You
report.
just- You don't have insight.
I'm just asking Brelog at this point, like, could you possibly show me the picture, the drawing of the armor again?
Okay, so it's like yes, of course, and he shows you the armor drawing again. Okay, so Marky, you get to
Get
see
us-
like
A weak spot in it.
yeah, roll a d100, Marky. Actually, it's for Thorin. What is that?
Inside.
That's insight. For Marky, that's also insight.
Okay.
So
1 second.
Weak
let's
spot.
roll. Let's roll challenge rating. So 3. No, so you don't see any other weak points besides the ones you already know, which is take a blunt weapon to the head and cut off the back plate to reveal whatever's inside. Your insight is, let's actually challenge your challenge rating. Okay, so you recognize the armor pattern because you've seen it before. Which is, this armor looks
well-
very similar to what the paladins used to wear, like before they were excommunicated. So you get the feeling that
Wait a minute,
whoever
what?
made this armor
I-
stole the designs from the paladins.
Those sons of bitches.
Yeah, so, and he's asking us, like, do you recognize this armor?
Sons of bitches, they stole the paladin armor.
Okay, so it's like it's not too. Sadly, it's not too much of a surprise. I don't think they would just remove an order without a reason. I guess they wanted your technology. So
Alright, what weak points are on the
roll
armor?
a D100. Do you have any prior knowledge to paladin armor, especially this armor type? It's like, yes, you do know of more. You have more knowledge on this armor than any other, which is, let's see, specific weak points. There are a couple that you know of, such as the joints. The joints are not usually filled with anything. Usually it's a cloth or a light material. So if you slam them in the joints, usually you can either break a limb or you could cut the limb off, depending on what you're using.
Nice.
So other things include like the back plate. If you hit it at a right angle, you can actually cave in the back plate, which will cause massive internal damage.
What about weight?
Weight.
How weighty are these?
You know that this armor doesn't give them a lot of maneuverability, so if, in theory, you can outmaneuver them.
We can bog them down too,
Yeah,
actually.
so you can bog them down. It's very. You just have to slam them enough where their armor works against them. It's, you know, paladin armor. You know that this armor design is, like, it's similar. It's sickeningly similar. Although it's called a different name, it's the same armor.
I relay the information to Brelog.
Okay, so it's like, yeah, that's very helpful. Just, but how did you know this was the paladin's armor?
I recognize that from anywhere.
Okay, so it's like, yes, I would assume so. Well, that's definitely an edge we could use. It's like, but sadly, this armor is only used by their legionnaires, their main soldiers. This is not used by their higher degree soldiers. This will only help us fight the main army, not so much the later army, the more elite forces. It's like, for that, we'll have to cross that bridge. It's like he's rolling up the scroll, or he's rolling up the piece of parchment, he's putting it back in his pocket. It's like, for that, we'll have to just improvise.
Indeed.
Okay, so...
Well, what other information do you have on the coming forces? They have a commander?
It's like,
Anyone
yes,
who's
there
heading
is a
it?
commander coming with them. Usually they send an inquisitor with them to give the orders. It's like, their armor is a different make from the one that the soldiers have. We haven't been able to get the spec plate. So, it's like, it cost a lot just to get this. So, like, he's talking about the scroll with the armor on it. It cost us much just to get this.
I see.
Yeah. And it's like,
Well, maybe we can
I have
recover.
to hide this away
Yep.
every time they come. If they find anyone with this, they'll automatically know we're involved.
Don't worry. Next time they come here, it should be the last time they do for the scroll.
It's like, it won't be the last time they do. It's this is the spark. This means every city's going to rise. The city will know that we're going to rise up. Unless, and like he's thinking, it's like the only way they won't know is if we try and kill every patrol they send over here. It's like,
That'll
but
raise
that's
too
more.
much
So
sus-
he's thinking further. It's like, but that's more of a delaying tactic. Eventually, they'll catch on.
Yeah, eventually they'll just figure out that something's going on and they'll send in a bigger army every single time. We wouldn't be ready by the end of it. Unless this delay somehow unless this delay somehow gives us enough time to make better plans against their main
It's
stronghold.
like, so we hope. That is our current battle plan. Yes, we're just trying to delay them till we find a solution. But it's like, he's thinking, like, he's just sitting there pondering. It's like, well, you guys did good. So, you came back with what you said you came back with. Although she's, so, like, you're basically hearing from the other room muffled sound saying, I can't feel my legs. And so, like, you hear Heartflame saying in the same muffled sound, it's like, oh, what's the matter? Your legs are right here.
Wait, where?
Okay, so... Like, she's tapping you on the legs, just like, right here. Just, your legs are still attached to you. You just can't feel them.
Oh, I hate it when they numb.
Okay, so, like, she's pretty much leaving the room. It's like, you're gonna need some rest after this. Just, I'll be back in a little while.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, no, you're not fine at all.
I'm fine.
You say you're
Well,
fine,
I
it's
know.
like no, you're not. You're not fine at all.
I'm like trying to get up, and I
Like
collapse.
she's
back.
practically like Heartflame's practically glowing now, where she wasn't before. Now she's like glowing with strange orange energy. It's like now then, so this whole rebellion thing. What exactly do you plan to do?
Destroy the convoy that's coming in to take the tribute. After
It's
that,
like, simple
kill our
enough
army.
plan. No, it's like
Only
she
only
has
problem
a
is
crap
that-
ton of Hold up, I forgot. She's the short order is she has a lot of skills that I need to start deploying.
Oh, okay.
So but now my question is, why aren't they showing up? That's my problem. Okay, blotta,
Don't
blotta,
know.
blotta. Where are... Because it's supposed to... There's supposed to be skills that show up, but they're not showing up for some reason. I don't know why. That's odd. Oh, there they are. Now they're showing up. I didn't hit enter on them, that's why.
They're showing up for you.
So she has, and this is a hard challenge, so this is a D20. Oh, pfft. Oh wait, no, wrong one. That's D4. My bad. So
D4,
she
yeah.
knows a little bit of history. It's like, I remember a couple things that might help out. Like, let's see. It's like, do you guys want to know how this all started? Does that even matter?
What all started? Rebellion or
It's
what?
like, no, the city's rising. Why they're even here? All that stuff. You guys care to know?
Go
I've only heard tales, but this would probably
Okay, so,
help.
like, Brelog is like, yes, please share this. And so I'm enabling something for you guys. So, the two cities, Glowspire and Underwood, were all the people knew. For generations, the two misguided cities fought each other, sometimes for petty reasons, other times for actual ones. Millions died in both the cities and the country for wars without point until all were devastated, economies torn asunder, and populations greatly diminished. In desperation, the remaining survivors formed a pact with their neighboring allies to survive, guaranteeing them what protection they could spare. The small communities agreed, but would come to regret their decision in time. Like leeches, the two great cities grew until they simply took what they needed, destroying those who refused. Very few towns remember this event, and those who do will never forget.
Never forgive.
Never forgive, never forget. So, that's how the two cities, so she comes out and says, so in essence it was really the fault, it was really gullibility that caused all this. We thought the cities had our best intentions at heart, but in the end, no they didn't. Let's see.
Damn them.
It's like, there is a couple other things I could tell you, but, that's, it's like, it's late, we all need a good rest. Well, some of us more than others.
I just turned to Brelog. Do you possibly know if there's anyone around that would know my history?
It's like,
Because I don't know anything about
we
it.
don't even know anything about you. All we know is that you're a warrior of great strength.
Are there any other tasks you need us to do before the convoy comes?
It's like, there are plenty, but not right now. You should get some rest before the next day's events.
Alright.